There are two things that I enjoy more than most other things. The first is coffee, and the second is ice cream. Now, I know a thing or two about coffee, but the world of ice cream is more of a mystery to me. To remedy this, I first went to my bookshelf to read up on America's most iconic ice creams by Tyler Malik. But then, I realized something. I may have an even better solution.
For everyone at home, it is currently less than 9:30 and we're about to make ice cream, so I think this
coffee ice cream, actually.
Coffee ice
cream.
This
is perfect. This is exactly what I need.
I cannot wait.
Okay, so this is really easy because in fact, I love coffee ice creams without dairy because sometimes the different milks that you're using, like a good cashew milk or even a sorbet, using those lighter bases can highlight really unique qualities in the coffee. In this case, I love this recipe. We do a cold brew. We add a little bit of chamomile tea to just bring out, like, I love that idea of echoing some of the more floral flavors in a really light bean. And then maybe a little splash of oat milk or cashew milk helps kind of bring out some of the texture and flavor.
That sounds amazing. That sounds delicious. I am so excited to make this. And it's vegan. It's great. It's for everyone. So we've got a couple things to make here. We've got our sorbet base. We've got a cold brewed coffee syrup, which I'm excited about. And then we have our chamomile concentrate.
It's perfect.
So I figure we divide and conquer.
Okay, perfect.
What would you like to assign me to make?
Can you make our cold brew syrup?
Excellent. I am happy to.
It took us a while to find the right coffee because in this one it's really particular. Like I said, the way you roast it, or the way we brew this, and the way we actually turn it in ice cream. The reality is, this is like the opposite of like coffee ice cream.
Sure.
Everyone always thinks of coffee ice cream as like
dark caramel, like
nuts,
heavy nuts,
chocolate.
Yes.
And it's so just like passé. It's so like disrespectful to the industry of coffee because like there's so much unique flavor. And so in this case, just hunting down the right bean, something that has just enough of those kind of cherry notes, those really bright floral, almost like a long notes. I think we're having so much fun with it and actually creating a recipe that like blows up that flavor was the goal. The sorbet is so simple. A sorbet is basically a simple syrup we stabilize a little bit with xanthan gum. Honestly, the xanthan just gives the sorbet a little bit of body.
Sure.
It's an egg replacer. Basically has like a very similar, if you're into vegan cooking, which I do a lot of in our kitchen, it's commonly used for like to replace eggs or egg whites.
Super cool.
So it's just going to hold everything together a little bit, give us a little bit more decadent of a texture. So
let me get you a terrible little hot plate to use.
Ooh, we're not even on induction anymore, huh?
No, so one day we will replace this thing. I have had this basically since the inception of the channel. It was, I want to say, about $30 on Amazon, and it has not broken yet. And so
I haven't used this since I made top ramen in my dorm room. So this is great.
I'm of the mindset that until it breaks, we're gonna keep using it.
Great. Do you have what preferred grind do you have for a cold brew?
So I've got this like monstrous commercial grinder that like no one in their right mind should have in their home. I've got an EK43 over here.
Oh my god, that looks so great. I hate my grinder.
What do you have?
It's a what's the G? Oh, see, this is gonna drive me crazy. Gaggia.
Oh yes, yeah. Okay.
It's nice, honestly.
Gaggia makes some really great espresso machines.
I know, we got it on Facebook Marketplace like
those are the best.
7 years ago.
Yep.
For $100 for both. And I'm like, this is every morning.
My very first espresso machine I ever got like years ago at the beginning of COVID was a Breville Barista Express that I found by the dumpster. And I took it upon myself to refurbish that thing and it worked for years.
Now, while I got started on the coffee syrup, Tyler started on the sorbet base with a little help from my hot plate.
Okay.
I'm using this, right? I just turned it on?
Yeah. It'll heat eventually.
Hot plate aside, the syrup is made with medium ground coffee, sugar, water, and then steeped overnight before straining. The sorbet base uses a little bit of corn syrup, sugar, water, and xanthan gum. All of the ingredients get whisked together until the sugar is dissolved and the mixture begins to thicken.
Now, did you go through a bunch of different teas? Like, how did you land on the chamomile blend?
This is my favorite tea in the entire world. Yeah, and we tested out 2 different teas for this recipe. We tested out a rose blend,
Sure.
Herbal tea, and then this chamomile. And it's this is one of my favorites of all time. They use a little bit of safflower as well, so that's that orange in there. And that's what gives it that nice, beautiful color.
The chamomile tea concentrate is simple. Honey, 3 tea bags, and hot water get steeped together for about 5 minutes before the tea is removed and the liquid is allowed to cool.
Okay, so here's the trick with this.
Okay.
Effectively, we're making like again, a thick and simple syrup, so it's really, really simple. No pun intended. All we're looking for is to melt the sugar in this, and then this xanthan will hydrate cold. I could blitz it. If I'm seeing any lumps at all, you can just use a stick blender or pop it in your blender. It'll break it all up. There's nothing kind of fancy here. It's not like a lot of other gums and things like that, we're looking for a very specific temperature, like at 165 for 45 seconds, blah, blah, blah. None of that applies with xanthan. This inherently hydrates cold. And so this will just kind of, the more we let this sit, the better it'll get. And it'll be kind of the perfect base for any type of sorbet we want to make. Yeah, look how goopy that is. The trick is we wanted something really concentrated, and so this is the ultimate like recipe, and if you can figure this out, you can make anything into a sorbet. And I don't say this disingenuously. Honestly, if you just water this down to about 4 cups of finished product, so this is 2 cups,
sure,
effectively you can mix this 50-50 with any water-based flavor, anything. So coffee, obviously, we're going to play with. You could put you could blend up strawberries to make a strawberry sorbet. Mango. You could put like cola in here. Like,
I love that. The world is your oyster. You can do whatever.
Yeah. Like I love like tonic. Make a gin and tonic
Absolutely.
sorbet. So this is the most fun recipe you could ever play with because it's just like whatever you want. We're going to add this 1/2 cup of our coffee concentrate, and then the tea too. So again, this idea of echoing the flavor of those floral notes in the coffee with our nice floral tea, a little bit of salt, and then we could top this off with about a cup and a third of water, or in this case, I love using a little bit of cashew milk.
I love it.
A little bit of fat from that cashew, a little bit of protein.
You get a little bit of nuttiness. It's gonna like just round out all those like slightly harsher flavors from the coffee. So we'll start that, and we will see you all here in a couple minutes. You're gonna see some lovely ice cream churning very soon.
So it's turned, we almost want this like soft serve texture, right? Like you can eat this like this, and we will because it's delicious.
Of course,
this is the best ice cream will ever be. Please.
Can I go for it?
Yeah, and as you dig in, we're basically aiming for like 25 degrees Fahrenheit here, which is the perfect soft serve texture. And then we'll pop it in our freezer, and you can let it sit in there for 4 to 6 hours if you want, so it's more scoopable. But
this is so great.
Perfect.
This is not to double dip, but this is absolutely delicious.
You see how that coffee just like kind of blows up? It feels so much like
it's
fresher, brighter.
It's light. It is. You really do get a lot of that like softer fruit note, like that kind of like red fruit coffee note that you don't usually find in ice creams. And the tea is like, it's so aromatic. Like even with this being as cold as it is, like I still feel like so much on the nose. You get that chamomile and that florality that just goes through the taste. And it's better that there's no dairy getting in the way. No,
it's almost like
and the cashew more. Like I don't drink a lot of cashew milk. Like I usually like oat milk, and I feel like most of the ice cream bases I eat nowadays are oat milk. The cashew is so nice in here. Like it's super light and fluffy. I'm so excited. This is great.
Yum. Okay, you ready?
I'm so ready. Shall we cheers?
Are we using little spoons? Oh no.
I mean, look, I happily use a big spoon, but I'm a little spoon person.
It's wonderful. It even insulates it. That's great.
There we go. Cheers. Well, Tyler, thank you so much for this. I feel like I personally feel like I know way more selfishly about this entire process.
Perfect. Yeah.
If someone is to pick up your book, where would they find it?
We've got it in our shops. I signed most of the books in our shops, so if you come by, you can also go to all your local bookstores. So we're having fun with this. It's got some of the best recipes. Like, really, the idea is look at the best ice creams ever to exist, like vanilla, chocolate, coffee.
Yeah.
And play with it and show you different angles at how to really make a unique version of a classic ice cream.
I love it. Well, that's exactly what this is. I'm super excited to finish this. I'll tell you what we typically do on the channel on the way out is I say goodbye to everyone, and then we take our item and we march off. So I'll say goodbye and then we'll go that way. That sounds good to you.
Okay.
Thank you so much, everyone. I hope you had a fun time. Thank you again, Tyler, for being here. Again, I'm Morgan. You can find me here once a week, plus TikTok or Instagram almost every single day. You know the drill. We're going to go finish our ice cream. So we'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.